Yeah, thank you so much for joining today's session. I want to welcome everyone from all over the world. Being that it is our closing session for the year, I believe we are going to have a reason to celebrate what we've been able to do. And so those of us who are having their evening, let me say good evening. Those who are having their mid-morning like me, let me say good morning. Those who are having an afternoon, good afternoon. And those who are already in the night, I don't know, if I say good night, it might push you to bed. So please just stay awake and be with us. Welcome to another inspiring session of ESD Talks, where we gather to learn from real life experiences that shape education for sustainable development. Today, we are honored to listen to our third success story in a row, a testament to the resilience, innovation, and commitment of leaders driving sustainability, driving change in their communities. I want to encourage us to engage fully, ask questions, use the chat box as much as you can. If you want to voice your question, use the electronic raise hand to raise up your hand so that I can unmute you, so for you to air whatever you have and celebrate the remarkable journey we are about to hear. And so before we dive into the real session, let me request my sister and friend, Dr. Irene Mwenda, to pray for us.
Okay. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you most sincerely for your protection throughout the year 2024. Give us grace to forgive, to strengthen us, and to overcome the difficulties in day-to-day lives. Keep us together. When the world tries to pull us apart. Be with us as we continue to inspire one another in Kenya, in Africa, and in the world. We thank you, Lord, for the Loyani, for Gas, and all the participants in this forum. We take this, we thank you. We glorify your holy name in Jesus' name. We pray this.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Irene. We still remember your story, and we are very grateful that you shared your story with us. And today we are having the third story in a row, as I said. And I believe we are going to be blessed. Today we are going to listen to Dr. Teresia Waikuru. Dr. Teresia Waikuru has been with us before, and because it is her success story, I don't want to introduce her the way we usually introduce facilitators. Oh, please allow me to mute everyone so that we stop this. Good. So I will be able to unmute you when you want to speak. Let me see who else can be a co-host. Dr. Irene, you can help me to unmute those who want to speak. Huh? Yeah. Good. So as I had started sharing, let me go back to the sharing. We are talking about education for sustainable development talks. And today we are going to have our third story in a row. And the guest that we have in the room has talked to us before, but today is a special day for her to tell us how she's been able to be very successful in her endeavors of changing lives, changing people's lives in her circle through what she's able to do by using her own hands. So the best way to predict the future is to create it. So the future is in our hands. Each one of us has got the ability to do what they can do to be able to build the future, to be able to make a difference in whichever way they can be able to make a difference. Dr. Teresia is one of the leaders of women and girls at the Leaders of All Nations International. And so because we both belong to Loani, it is important also to introduce who Loani is to this forum, because the Leaders of All Nations International involve all of us. All of us are leaders. And at Loani, we believe that all means all. Encouraging everyone to be part of the system, because this is a global team that is out there to bring about change and transformation in the lives of everyone, bringing light into the world. So the Leaders of All Nations International was initiated by Professor Caroline Makaka, and her aim is to uplift everyone. Her aim is to get everyone who is making a difference in people's lives to feel appreciated and to feel like somebody is seeing what they are doing. And by being part of Loani, you are given the opportunity to be a great leader even more, because now you are given a global platform to lead. As we get into it, let us remember this quote by Peter Drucker going forward, that the best way to predict the future is to create it. And if we have to create it, we have to use our hands. And before we get to use our hands, we have to use our heads, we have to use our hearts, and then down to the hands. If you have to use your head, it means you have to learn it. You have to source for this information. You have to look for this information that you need to make this difference that we are talking about. And if you have the information and the knowledge, you bring it down to the heart, appreciate it, have passion for what you know, then you'll be able now to get the energy to do it right by taking it down to the hands. So the head, the heart, and the hands must apply. And education for sustainable development is education that enables us to meet our needs today without compromising the ability of the future generation to meet their own needs. And so it is very important, because here we are talking about creating the future, having the people who are our followers, the people who are our children, get empowered to be able to take care of themselves when we are not there. And so that is why it is important to celebrate our success stories in education for sustainable development, because our success stories are transforming lives and they are inspiring change. When you share your success story, you are inspiring others. Be ready to share, because sharing is inspiring. And those who are in the circle of child education, we usually say that sharing is caring. Your story matters. Together, we can shape a better world. So whatever you're going to listen to, our objective is to understand the importance of celebrating success and revisiting our goals. So by celebrating what you want to see more of, then you are able to have it more. If we have to consider the words of Tom Peters, so together we can celebrate success, together we can boost the morale of each other, we can motivate each other, we can reinforce positive behavior, because in the book of Psalms 118 verse 24, the Bible says, the Lord has done it this very day. Let us rejoice today and be glad. This is just to tell us that it is good for you to celebrate what the Lord has done in your life. By sharing your story is one way of sharing a testimony of what God has done in your life. So at this juncture, allow me to invite Dr. Teresia Waikuru to take us through her story, after which we will be having 2 or 3 guests who are going to talk to us about what they are doing in preparation for our sessions for next year. So Dr. Teresia, you are welcome. Yeah, feel welcome, please.
Thank you so much, Dr. Christine. Hi, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Yes, because I've been trying to tether my network where I have come. I have tried to put the password, but I couldn't. But I know that if I'm audible, we can start. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to everyone. My name is Dr. Teresia Waikuru. I'm the CEO and the director of Baraka Women Center. And I believe that Dr. Christine, you'll be able to share my PowerPoint, my presentation, because where I am, I don't think that I can be able to do it. And I welcome you all to my journey to the organization that I lead. I call it Baraka Women Center. Can you hear me all?
Yes, we can.
Oh, good.
You're ahead now. We're okay.
Wonderful. I think I don't think that I'm the only one who does what I do, but I think we are raised, especially the people who train adults. I know that majority of us who are in education, most of them, they train primary school kids, others in secondary schools. But for me, I train adults. And when it comes to the adults, you know that it's a big challenge. But this is something that you have to start, whether you like it or not, especially if you have a call. When you see, especially the challenges that mostly the youth and the women get in our country, most of the people know that we have been having challenges for lack of jobs, and others do not have even the skills to work. And even more, the women, the grown-ups are not able to get jobs, especially the ones who are not learned. So for me, in Baraka Women Center, we started in 2012, and even before we started in 2012, I could see my mother. Most of the times, we used to have women who were coming even to look for somewhere they can stay. Others, they were coming to us for food. And even some street children, my mother could take the street children, taking them to school and even sponsoring them. And I think that is where my call even started. And when we continued, in 2002, it was in 2002, start with the other one. Dr. Christine. Hello, Dr. Christine.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull them down.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull them down.
As you continue, let me continue telling people about where we started.
Yeah.
And yes, in 2012, I met women from America called Women Centers International. And by the way, that time I was looking for visa to go to America. I had applied for visa. And when I went to ask for visa in American embassy, I was denied the visa. And when I went back, in my prayers, I heard that America will come to Kenya. I feel that to understand how will America come to Kenya, since I wanted to go to America to look for something that I can do. I was working, by that time I worked with NACADA, and because I had left NACADA, I just wanted to go to America to look for a greener pasture. So when these women come, they were called Women Centers International. They came recruiting women to see what they can do with women. And we met them in a place called Kariua. Kariua is a slum near Ngara, the ones who knows Nairobi, where there is a lot of women who are doing drug addicts, alcohol, who are selling drugs, and others are very alcoholic. So when we went there, we talked, and they said that, what can we help you? We said, now what we can do to these women, since they are grown up, they cannot be able to be employed. One thing, most of them have to be taken to rehabs for treatment. And then from there, we train them how they can start jobs. And that is how we started in 2012 in that slum. Later, when we started, we were like 300 women. You want to put that?
So do I play it? Because
Yeah,
this is what I'm finding. A minute.
Okay.
Kwa hivyo sasa hiyo unasikia nikikuuliza hivyo, na kuuliza kitu ambayo mimi nimekuwa nikifanya, nimeona wamama, na mimi kazi yangu ile nafanyanga ni mradi ya wamama. Tuko na wamama wengi zaidi ya 500 na kazi yetu ni kusomesha wamama. Kwa hivyo sasa hiyo unasikia nikikuuliza hivyo, na kuuliza kitu ambayo mimi nimekuwa nikifanya, nimeona wamama wamesoma na wametiwa kuandika majina yao, wengine mpaka wanafungua mpaka kompyuta, mpaka wamekuwa mpaka kwa internet, mpaka wanatafanya hata biashara zao kwa internet. Ndio maana sasa nilikuwa nimesema nitakuja, lazima nione wamama. Ulisoma mpaka Saradi?
Okay, so it is the speech is in Swahili, but we have translation in English. So those of us who cannot understand Swahili, you can read the conversation.
Ulisoma mpaka Saradi? Bado ikia? Au kusoma hata kidogo? Na ukiona mtu mwenye anaweza kuleta masomo hapa, unaweza furahia? Hapa unaishi hapa karibu ama unaishi mbali? Kwa hivyo nikienda nijaribu vile naweza kuja kusomesha watoto, unaweza, yani wamama unaweza soma. Lakini sinajua kuandika jina yako mami. Unajua kuandika na unaweza taka kusoma. Kwa hivyo niende nijipange nikuje. Ni nani sasa nitaita ndio aje awaite mkuje tuongee pamoja ndio tuone vile tunaanza kusoma. Lakini nikiongea na headmaster anaweza kuwaita. Na hebu niwaulize sasa maneno ya nini ya ndoa tena. Kwa sababu wanga tunaongea maneno ya vita za kinyumbani. Nyinyi wanga mtandikwi, si ndio? Mmezoea kabisa, lakini sio vizuri kutandikwa. Unajua haufai kutandikwa. Haifai hata kidogo. Na ukisomeshwa na mzee wako asomeshwa ambiwe hasiwahi kukutandika, si ni vizuri? Mama ni rafiki, mzee zaidi anakuoa kama sababu wewe ni rafiki yake na anakuja kukusaidia. Ate? Si ni vizuri kujua? Na sasa ile unaendaka kwa banki kutoa pesa, nani anakusainianga? Muulize. Si ndio maana nakwambia ni vizuri kusomeshe. Si ndio? Sawa. Asante sana.
Okay, good. So you can say something about that video.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is the Laikipia project because Baraka Women Center has 4 branches. And that was in 2017 when I went to one of the schools where my children were schooling. And I was requested by the headmaster to take the risk of the women who had already came to school. When I started taking the risk, most of them could not write down their names, and they could give me their ID card so that I can write down their names. And I started thinking about how I can transform their lives through education. And I called them, we talked, and later after that conversation, immediately I took the center there. And you see that center has education. I know now many people can understand that we have so many women who have never even gone to school. The majority are our mothers, our wives, and they have never gone to school, but they need to be supported. So what we do to support them? We give them we say that we give them the basic education, especially how to use the phones, like those, the Maasais that you have seen there. We give them the knowledge on how to use the phones, and also to go to the bank to be able to do a signature against their money, all those. Yes. Now, before Dr. Christine brought that, I was talking about 2012 where we started. And when we started in that slum in Kariwa, we were 300 women. And again, it was a promise from the Women Centers International that they will only support the center for 2 years, from 2012 to 2013. To 2015, sorry. So in 2015, they were to leave. And then from there, we start managing our own organization. And now you see that you have started with the donor fund. Later, in 2015, there was no more money. Dr. Christine, I think you can use the first one.
I'm not finding the first one.
Can I reshare?
Yeah, reshare, please.
Okay. A minute, and sorry for inconvenience.
Yeah, this is a very interesting story because we are talking about transforming lives. And you can always identify, you can always get a gap in your community. It doesn't have to be in school. It can be in church. It can be just in your neighborhood community or in a community in your country where you feel like you have a calling to go and make a difference. And that is exactly what our sister has done. Going to reach out to women in one of the communities in Kenya, women who have not gone to school and are having challenges, and trying to look for a solution for them to at least get to know how to read, how to write, and how to communicate, probably in English, yeah, or Kiswahili. You realize that there are those who could not even speak Swahili. Let me know if you've sent it so that I open it.
Yes, I have already sent it.
Okay, let me look at it.
Okay. Now, as Dr. Christine continues looking for me to share, I was saying that now you see that we have so many women who are marginalized and the most disadvantaged, and nobody thinks about them, how they can be transformed. You see, most of the donors that has been coming, especially the donor fund, comes for the children. You see that the money that is coming for the disabled, yes, for the women, but they do not say exactly the kind of women who are supposed to be given that money. And you know, again, the money that has been coming, especially in our country, the money is for the entrepreneurship. This is the money to be loaned to the women who are in business. But you see that those women who are in those interior areas, in nomadic areas, how are they going to know that there is money that has come for them to do the business? And again, if somebody does not even know how to sign against her name, how can she get the money? So, according to all these challenges, for me, I stayed with many women, and I realized that this is that is the thing now. Yes. I said that now I have to do something. I have to bring the change. And we started the organization. We registered the CBO, community-based organization, Baraka Women in Nairobi in 2013. Now we are celebrating like 13 years. Praise for the disadvantaged women to receive training and support. We were also supposed to help them create prosperous lives, because I have told you that when we met the first time in Kariwa, you see that most of the women were in alcoholism, others were selling drugs. There is this illicit brew that most of the people sell in Kenya. And you know, we were trying to see how we can transform them to have a good life, and also to bring strength in unity. And you see that most of those women, nobody could even be able even to talk to another one, even sharing their problems. And when we brought this organization, it was a center, somewhere women can meet, they talk together. And you can see these women in that picture, will tell you that this is one of the groups that we call God is Marvelous Self-Help Group. These are the women who started even saving the money that we used to give them during when they used to come to school. And when they used to come, we were giving them 200 shillings each every day as a bus fare. And I requested them, instead of using this money, all of this money, why don't you put 100 for savings? You do a merry-go-round. This is what we call table banking. And then at the end of the day, you give somebody to go and buy groceries to start her own job. Then they continue like that. Up to date, I can tell you that the revolving fund that they have right now, it is over $1 million. So that is how we started transforming them. Go to the next, the next round. Go down. Yes. And because I have told you that when we started from Kariowa, that is Kariowa, you can see, those are the boys who were on drugs, and even the girls who are abusing drugs and alcohol. And most of them, we transformed them and they started their own jobs. That was a slum. Then from there, we went to Pangani. And Pangani went in 2013. And as we went to Pangani, the members, the number of had risen. And you can see that most of the women there, they were in groups. When we train them on adult education and also entrepreneurship, and also leadership. And you can see that most of the women were into groups. They used to be into groups. And when they are in groups, that you can be able even to manage them. When you have a very big number, like 800 women, how do you manage them? So you put them into groups, and those groups, we were able even to register them to start table banking. And those groups, I can tell you that they have really grown, and they have been sustainable. You cannot be able to sustain individuals, one coming, going, one coming, but when you put them into groups and then you show them something to do, and also the business, because most of them started their own business, they have been together for a long time. That is 2014 when we went to Pangani. Then later we came to Gara. Gara, we have a full floor where we have 3 classes. We have one for hairdressing and beauty, another one for dressmaking, fashion and design. You can see even in the office, you can see a lot of bags there, which has been made by the beneficiaries. We have the earrings there. You can see at the corner, a lot of products that have been done by the members. Whatever we started training them, we train them on the products that we can be able to sell them, so that we can be able to sustain the project. Now, from 2014, where you can see in Pangani, this is where we lost the first donor. Because they had said that in 2015, they are going to leave. So in 2015, by March, June, the center was closed completely. and we didn't have any money to continue running the center. We stayed in 2015, 2016. I went for training through KCDF, and I was trained how to do to manage the organization, looking for funds locally. And I was able to start looking for other partners. I first joined the Women Lab. That current Women Lab was Honorable Shebesh. She supported me to bring back the organization, but it was just like a partnership, only giving us some space to meet before now we went to Gara. And the women were given money, the seed capital. Each group could be given like 200,000, others 300,000, then to start working. Now, I could not even be able to bring back the office. That is when I had to sell my own plot so that I can bring back the organization. When I sold my plot, now I hired Gara, where you can see now we are here in Gara since 2018, and we took a whole floor where we have been having the classes. I have been telling you that from Gara, we opened another center in Rumuruti, where you have seen those Maasais. In Laikipia, the first class there you can see that is dressmaking, and all the products that we normally sell, they are made by the beneficiaries. So we have been training them. We give them skills. When they get skills, they also give us products. So it's like an opportunity. There down, you can see there is another group of women. We have registered a group of women who are doing beads. We are calling ourselves Social Ushaga Cooperative Society. And these are the women are like 300. They are making the Ushanga, the beadwork products, and we are selling them. Even in some, we are selling to US. The other part, you can see that we have youth who are doing computer. And also even these women, they also learn computer, especially the ones who are in business. When you train the women on business, like the ones who are making dress, they also need to sell their dresses, their products online. So whatever they train, we also include computer. It's like a mandatory that the women and the youth need to know about the computer, because when they want to sell their products, they do it online. Let's go down. Yes, I started talking about the challenges of the women. Mostly, wherever we are, from Kenya, from all over the world, we know that there has been challenges, especially for the grown-up people who lack, they are poor. Some have little faith in abilities. Others do not even get jobs. Others inadequate vocational skills, and that is what we normally try to give our, especially our people, our members. Whenever you give the women, the grown-up, the youth, the skills to work, they are able even to go and start employing themselves. We have this class of hairdressing, we have dressmaking, we have beauty, and after graduation, I'm telling you that we are not even be able even to sustain some. We tried even to put some in our center, but they are taken, others start going and starting their own jobs. Most of people have limited formal education. You have seen yourself in Laikipia, and even in Nairobi, we still have more videos next time. I think we are going to share such videos that you see that majority, the 3/4 of the women and the youth that we train, they don't have education. But when you put them in skills, and also you train them how to start the whatever, the informal jobs, I'm telling you that you heal those families, because since that time they get jobs, they start their own job, and they are able even to employ themselves. Now the gaps that we are assisting, I have said that we are giving them those vocational training with job placement, And when we are training, imagine even before we release them, we start graduating. People are asking us, give me two tailors, give me two girls who can do a makeup. So we normally even give them, look for jobs and do a lot of follow-up. When you train somebody on business, and you know that like now we are talking, businesses are very down. Like me today, I'm in Bodo. I've been on open air market selling our products because we had prepared that we are going to sell our products in our shops during the Christmas, but we did not sell. I have come here to sell. Now, when somebody start her business, and all of a sudden there is this sickness, something comes in, even the others, they can be even auctioned, and then from there, they are not even be able even to continue with business. Others even shy away, even talking about their problem. So every month we have a mentoring classes to talk to them, looking for how their business are going, even visiting them wherever they are. Again, about the access to capital and money management and mentoring. In Kenya, we have been having the money that comes from the women. We have the WEF, we have Uwezo Fund, and especially like us when we applied for that Uwezo Fund, I remember that there was a lot of documentation. We could be told, write a business plan, do this, a lot of documentation. You see now the kind of the women that you are telling that they come together like 10 women or 15 women, they write a business plan so that they can be able to get money, to access money. They are not able even to do that. So whatever we do, especially for the organization, we try to show them how they can access seed capital. We partner with banks like Equity Bank, Stanbic, Family Bank, and we help them how they can be able to write that in business plans and also to access money. And most of them are in table banking. That is the opportunity that we have, that most of our women, they have been trained. They have trained themselves through table banking on how to manage money. Go down. Our members, we cannot predict. We say that now we train the girls or the young mothers, the youth of a such age. Our age that we normally take is from 16 to 70 years. So you'll be surprised when you come to our center, you get a young mother of 16 years with the 2 children, and she's learning, and you still find a mother of 70 years who are still learning and they are making bids. So we do not discriminate from 16 years to 70. What I told you that we normally try to group them, but now like this time you are seeing here, this is during mentorship. When you are doing mentorship, they can sometimes they even mix. And why they mix, it is because we want some to learn from others. We have the people living with the disability. We have others who are very young, others are old, but when we have a mentorship class, you see others even they are sharing, the grown-ups, they are telling the young that we used to be like you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm telling you that I have been training them, even if we train, but I can tell you that when we have the group meeting, that is the time that we have the success stories. Even the transformation is very successful. Let's go down. Go down. Yes. Now, as I said that we have really grown. Membership, when we started in Karioa, we started with 300. Right now in Nairobi, we have 1,375. When we started in Rumuruti, Laikipia, we started with the 20 women. The women who I started with, you saw the video. Now we have 825. And the class that you can see there, it is in Lugruti. So membership has been increasing in 2012 from 358, then in 2015, 730, and 2024 to 2,220. I told you that we have been able to sustain these members because we have been putting them into groups, and also we try to engage them to do something when they are together. Go down. Yeah, this is computer training. The girl with the specs is a deaf. She has never talked. She has never spoken, but we are able to handle them. We train them to develop competence with the word application and the internet. What now, the conversation.
Yeah, this is rather interesting. Our sister is, as she said, she traveled, so she's in a region that her network might be unstable. So we will bear with her. Even as we listen to her story, let us reflect on what she has already said. Okay, you can now continue, my sister. We lost you. That is why I came in.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So everyone is
You were talking
me?
about this girl.
Oh, this girl. Yes,
Yeah.
this girl with the specs is called Violet. She's deaf. She has never spoken. She doesn't even hear anything. But what we normally do, we communicate with her in SMS. So when you train her on computer, she's able even to do a lot. And most of her communication is through internet. And we have more like her. Let us go down.
Wow.
Yes, I told you that our big success is about entrepreneurship.
Wow.
You see that you have taken these girls when they are still grown-ups from 17 years to 20 to 30 to 40 years. But I'm telling you that what they give us is very, very beautiful products. The entrepreneurship and leadership training. We train them in all aspects of small business management. And also on how they can be able to sustain their livelihoods. You know, most of the women who have children, even the girls, the young mothers who have children, they are able even to be able to take care of their children and also to feed their families. On top, you can see those girls in Nairobi who are doing those are the ponchos, very beautiful product from the organization. Here down, this is a mentorship class. And the other side, you can see the Maasai. We are in table banking. There is a group that we supported in Laikipia for these Maasais. I was not, okay, there are others we gave them, there's some money that I was given by KCDF, and I gave each group like 20,000. But this one, I gave them all.
Oh, sorry, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Where do I start now?
Yeah, you just where you had stopped. You gave them. Yeah.
This ones I give them 50,000. I was given 150,000 by KCDF. The other groups I gave 2020, but this group, it was a large group I gave. They say that they want to start goat farming, sorry. And I gave them 50,000. So whenever we meet, we sit down, they count how many goats have given birth, what they have done, and they say that they will sell the goats after 1 year. The women who could not come out from their houses because they feared their husbands, now you see that they have become even entrepreneurs. Let's go down. Can you hear? Yes. Now, You can see at the tables. These are the table banking groups that we have in Baraka Women Center. We have 30 groups, which has 880 members. They do savings and loans for members' business. These groups, and as I tell you, that you will see the women who started with saving 100 shilling. Right now, if she needs 100,000 from the group, she will get. If she need like 200,000, even long-term loan, she's going to get. This is the growth that we have been having. This is the two groups here are in Nairobi. The other one is in Laikipia, and you can see on the table there, one lady counting money during the table banking. So we met the women who were jobless, who didn't know even how to count money. Nowadays, they are able to count money. They are able to save, and they know how to bring back the money with the savings, and the money is for the group. This December, we have given them the dividends, and they went with a very good money, dividends, and also something we call booster. So when they were going for Christmas, they had money, and also they have some that has been left in the table bank, in the revolving fund. Let us go down. Christine.
Yes, I have notes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you see the ones who have been training, tailoring and dressmaking. In 2020, we were able to get tender from the government, and the tender was for the reusable face masks. We were given the first tender for 10,000, and we delivered. Then the second tender, another one for 10,000, we delivered, and the third tender, 10,000. So we made 30,000 reusable masks, and we were paid. So during the COVID, when people were closing shops, others going home because there was no money, I can tell you that during this time, it was the time for Baraka Women Center to shine. So we got money, we were able to pay those girls who are making, and also the center was able to sustain itself. Let's go down. Yeah. In hairdressing, we have all people. It's not that all gender. You can see we have the girls who are doing dressmaking. Hairdressing. I'm sorry. Here below, you can see a boy being done makeup. And also on the other side, you can see this a man who is also doing makeup. So we do not discriminate. If it is the youth are from girls and also from the boys. So we train these courses, and also we issue them with certificates from the National Industrial Training Authority. And I'm telling you that when we train them, they get employment at existing salons. They start their own businesses. And also, they even get some contracts. We go down. Christine.
I've moved already. We are talking about beadwork now.
Is it my network?
Yeah,
or it is...
maybe your network, yeah. The slide that I'm showing is on beadwork. Maybe you can just talk about
Okay, sir. Yes, we are here there.
Yeah.
Yes, in the beadwork, I say that this is Laikipia now, Ruburuti. The women who you saw, who are saying that they
Yeah, the video that I shared at the beginning, we saw women from the Maasai community in Kenya. I know most of us understand that when we talk about Kenya, we will definitely think about the Maasai community because they represent the Kenyan culture. And so, as she was saying, these women are women who could not read, are women who could not write. They couldn't sign checks. And so look at where they have reached now. Look at how far they have gone. They have been trained, and now they are able to use their hands. Yeah, look the way they are happy. Look at the way they are, that whatever they are doing right now, if you look at the ornaments, the beading work on them, that simple beading work that they have done costs a lot of money. I think Teresia will tell us how much that goes for. I went to Maasai Land and I was gifted this after the work that we were doing there on education for sustainable development with students, with children from one of the schools in Nairobi, that is Visa Osho Primary School. When these children went to visit this community, I was given this as a gift. And when I was asking how much it costs, you can't believe. Yeah, this is worth $100. Yeah, $100. That is 10,000 Kenyan shillings. So if they are able to make this and sell, even if it takes them long, how much money are they able to make for themselves? Sister Teresia, when you're ready, please let me know. Probably the network has thrown her out because she has, as she told you, she has traveled to go and sell this. You can see this is so beautiful. Yeah, this is so beautiful. I don't know is there somebody with an insight concerning what Sister Teresia has already given us? Sister Irene, I can see you're saying something. Can you voice it as we wait for our sister to get back to the room?
This is wonderful.
Yeah.
To me, we need to get Teresia. Teresia.
Yes.
We need to get her to train more women because, like us, we have already. I also started welfare. Remember, we have very many. We have almost a membership of 40,000. We all need you to come and train women, please.
Awesome. Thank you. So, Sister Teresia, continue.
Wonderful work.
We lost you. That is why we came in.
Thank you. Now, you can see the women who are saying that they do not know how to read and write, but they are able to count beads. What you are saying there, making beads is you must know how to count.
It's true.
Because especially you see what they are wearing, those ornaments. To make that flower, you must be able to count. So they have been doing, and whatever they normally make, we make sure that we sell them, and the money that we get, we also pay them like labor. We are selling even outside the country, and now the women are happy to say that they have jobs now. They are not jobless. Go down.
Counseling and mentoring.
Yes. Now the two classes now you are seeing there, we call them AA meeting and NA. AA meeting is Alcoholic Anonymous meeting. Those girls, they have been in alcoholism, and those boys, they do come in Gara. Is somewhere they come to take methadone because they have been on cocaine. The methadone, they come to the Center for Mentorship. And you see that meeting for the people who are recovering from alcoholism. We call it Alcoholic Anonymous. They are through. Now we put them into skills. So those are the AA meetings, substance abuse recovery, and also trauma counseling. Most of them, when they are drunk, they undergo some challenges, some undergo rapes, and so many things. So when we do them that counseling, we bring them together and also we give them hope to continue living. We do mentorship for business, strategies, money management, and self-esteem and goal setting. Instead of whatever they get, the little money they get, they run to alcohol, they run to cocaine. Now from there, they are able to know that whatever little that they get, they'll start their business. So the person you can see there below is my husband, Pastor Njora, and he has been supporting them, even some to start this trolley, selling the eggs and other smokies with the trolleys. Let's go down.
This is nice. When your partner is in it, yeah? You're supporting one another.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The other one?
We are talking about service delivery model.
Yes, service delivery, the delivery model. Baraka Centers promote community building. We encourage members to learn together at the center, site visit to members, businesses, and homes to ensure support extends into their work and the family. The first group there is in Kibra. Those we have our small group in Kibra, a stage called Karaja stage. Those women, most of them are at the Nubis community. I train them on adult education and business. And because living from Kibera and also coming all the way to Gara is very far, so we decided to take a space in Kibra, a stage called Karanja. The other one is the girls in Gara. They are making detergents. When they make detergents, they'll carry each 2 bottles to go and sell. She will come with the money to the following day, and then they buy more detergents they make, and they keep the profit. So at the end of the month, they can be able even to get some money. They pay themselves. The other photo there, you can see me with my director. The other one is our director, program director, Wanjiru, and I myself. This lady we are supporting there, she was in prison for 20 years. So the time she came out of prison, she came to us and we tried to support her, and we are able even to give her some seed capital to start her business in Kikomba. Let's go to the other one.
Wow.
Daktari.
Yeah, I've moved.
Are we together?
I've moved. We are talking about BMFA. Maybe your network is slow to bring, yeah.
Now this, the BMFA. Baraka Mtindo Fashion Accessories. This is a baby of Baraka Women Center. And these are all the products that you can see there. They are the ones that have been made by the members of the organization. So they make nice bags, they make baskets, the clothes, and those are the products that I have come to sell here in Bodo. The workshop and retail sales of products made by BWC. And we normally go to many exhibitions. We have 3 shops, one in Nairobi, the other one in Kiambu, Vika, where we also have another training center and the rehabilitation center. The other shop is in Laikipia, Rumuruti, where we have the center for the women in Rumuruti. Let's go.
Wow.
The next one.
I've moved. This is amazing. This is amazing, Dr. Teresia. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Thank you. We go
And
to the
you're
next
so
one.
simple. You're so simple.
This
I've
is
already
the
moved.
exhibition.
Yeah, I've already moved. I mean, when you talked about selling your land because the funders stopped funding you, and from there, this is where you are. I think you have to
Yes.
revisit that story again. Just continue.
Yes, I will, especially when I go back to Nairobi next year, maybe February there. Now, these are the exhibitions that I have told you about for our products. The first one you can see we are in showground. We have our own tent. We have been taking our products to international showground. We put the tent and we saw our products. We cannot be able even to be accommodated by anyone. There are sometimes we used to be accommodated by the city council, but they are giving us a very small space. And then they put us inside until the president comes, whoever comes. But we said now we have matured. Nowadays, we went and buy our own tent. We have been selling our products outside. The other one was in India. We were sponsored by Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry to go and sell our products in India. So I took 5 women. We went, we sold our products. And when we were coming back, we said that we are not coming back with their money. So I told the women to buy the hair weaves. You see the weaves that the women wear in Kenya. We came back with the hair weaves. We came and sold, and we recovered our money, and it was a very good business. Another one in Wesofad. Our first business, we started with the Wesofad. They gave us 100,000, and we are able we paid back, and we were able to buy the materials, and that's how we started the business. The other one is we have been called to many places. This was an Stanbic exhibition. So we normally get a lot of opportunities to go and exhibit. Go to the other one.
Wow.
Do you want to line?
Yes.
Let us, somebody help me to unmute Peter. To mute Peter, sorry, yes. Continue.
Yes. I said what we do, we build on what we do best. And I'll tell the ones who have organizations, whatever you try to do, and you see that it is not adding up, would you mind to leave it? You do what is bringing good news, and also it's adding up. We are very good in entrepreneurship and leadership training, because you have seen that most of the women have become leaders, and also we have been able even to sustain those groups. Through entrepreneurship, you see that is an opportunity that we have been getting products to sell, to sustain the organization, and also to pay the women. Because the ones who do the products, they make the products, we also pay them. So when you see here, we have, yes, entrepreneurship and leadership, table banking, access to CBD capital, mentoring to sustain the products and to sustain the center, and also the businesses, the site visits. We do a lot of site visits, and also money management. And now you see that every day we are having that training vocational skills for the ones who want to know the skills. We normally give them, but these 4 are the key that we try to build on. Next one.
Yeah, I've moved. We are talking about building on what we do best. Vocational training and mentoring. Yeah.
We have the computer skills here, dressing and beauty, dressmaking, business and beadwork. Counseling, we have many youth who are young mothers. So we try to do a lot of parenting and to show them how to take care of their babies, and also about their health, because their health is wealth. We go down.
Revenue streams.
BMFA, that is Baraka Mtindo Fashion Accessories, Baraka Business Enterprise. We get revenue. We get revenue from this business. And also we get from cyber and salon services. Some we get fees from counseling. I'm an addiction counselor. And sometimes we are brought the youth who have been abusing drugs and also others who have been rebellious. We do counseling, we get some money to continue going. We have sponsorship by the WCI. They came back on 2018. And again, they left last year on December. Right now, we have a donor called the TG, the Giving Estate from America, who is supporting us. We had loan from Uwezo, that was 100,000, and we paid back. We have been supported by GAF, National Government Affirmative Action Fund, like 2 times, and also the women who are in table banking. Majority of them have been given city capital to start their business, and also Baraka Women Center affiliated table banking groups. Those groups who comes to do the table banking, they do give 1% of their money to the center for sustainability of the center. And also we have in-kind donations. We have some well-wishers who come to the center. Some even buy us some machines, sewing machines. They last year I got 27 machines from Netherlands and 15 community for 15 computers. Sorry, I had requested from Netherlands. Let's go down.
I think this is just too interesting. Yes, we are talking about past successes. Whoever missed Dr.
Yes.
Teresia's presentation about the alabaster box, please go back and watch. I'm going to share these 2 presentations together so that you can match the 2. Yeah, continue, Dr. Teresia.
Yes. Yes, in the past success, in entrepreneurship and leadership training, we have graduated 121 graduates. In adult learning, that is literacy, we have graduated 36. Computer training, 26. Now they are more because we have not added this year. Health training, we have graduated 400. Hair dressing and beauty, this is for only 1 month. All this you are seeing here. Yes, and table banking, 14 groups, 2 youth read. You know, when you are putting this table banking, also you have to make sure that like 2 groups have the youth who are reading, because currently the country is talking about the Gen Zs. So you have to put like 2 youth who can read their groups. This is only for one training. When I bring back next time, I'll tell you all the graduates that we have graduated.
Now, Dr. Teresia, if you don't mind, we are going to give you sessions to take us through each one of these. We want to learn about entrepreneur and leadership training. We want to learn about adult learning. We want to learn about computer training, how to train others on computers. We want to learn about health training. We want to learn about vocational training. And we also want to know more about table banking. If you can take us through these sessions, or you have other facilitators who can take us through these sessions on this platform, next year, you have 10 sessions for your company.
No problem.
Thank you.
Yes, I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Got the next one. Yeah, projecting the future success. Educators can see that the graduation rate for all programs, we have projected that we will be having 60 to 75%. And I can tell you that happens. Not many leave before they continue. Time to achieve employment. Whenever we train, 2 to 3 months, I told you that we do not have anyone remaining. Sometimes I even look for for the tailors, I do not get, because all of them, they are gone. They get jobs. Number which employed, majority from 40 to 50%, they get employment. Average monthly wages, 8,000 to 20,000. And you see now BWC is an entrepreneur and a business. You know, yes, I know that we are charity, but we try as much as we can to sell the products that are made by the women to make the center self-sustainable. Placement in formal sector and informal sector. Formal sector, 15 to 20%. Those are the ones who are employed. And we have the secretary, we have the program director, and the accountant. But for the informal sector, 80 to 85%, all these get jobs and go and employ themselves. Successful business startups, 50%, they start their own business. And if we start like today, whoever will come for the training, we are very sure that 50% and above, they'll start their own business. Startup seed capital required 20,000 to 30,000. I told you that the ones who are especially in table banking, any kind of money that you need to do the business, you are able to get from the bank, the groups that you do the table banking. And also, we have been able even to show them how to save, even to open their accounts. Yes, impact testimonial. Let's hear from...
It's Scholastica. Is she here? Is she in the group?
Yeah, she's
awesome.
The one. So
okay. Is she in the meeting so that she can talk?
No, she's not here. I'm in board.
Okay.
I shared, I don't know whether she got it. So Baraka Women Center has accepted me with my disability to be training with them. This is surely a turn in my life where people accept me the way I am. I am always waking up early, purposely to do something beneficial for myself. Long live Baraka Women Center. It's a place for women who are burdened and rejected. This girl was rejected even by the party, and I took her. And she's the one who does very, very nice bracelets. You see the ones that are done, what do you call it? These Kenya flags.
Yes.
She's the one, she makes them very, very nice ones. And she makes a lot of products. The other one. This is a lady called Elizabeth Kananu. She says that after my 5 years of following Baraka Center trainings, I can now afford a pressure cooker, fridge, and television for my house. I believe the training sessions instilled a life-changing wave of confidence, entrepreneurship, and money management skills. I lead a life of dignity where I can earn a decent living. Baraka has transformed my life and my family. This is one of the table member. Their group is the Jahid Women Group.
Wow.
Next. Yes. I say that when the donor left, I was able to go and try to network and partner with the others. And later, the others came in. And I can assure you that we do not go looking for business for the government. The government comes to us. And that's why you can see that most of the most of the exhibitions that we go, we are called, we are invited officially by the government, not us going for them. So we work very close with the Ministry of Youth and Gender. This is Starehe and also in Laikipia. Ministry of Health, when they need women, when sometimes they want to give services for reproductive health, they come to us, to Baraka Women Center, we give them women. The Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, this was even sponsoring us to India. You saw a picture where we went to exhibition in India. And this month, I also went to Pakistan they sponsored me to Pakistan because of business, SMEs. There is Kenya National Federation of Juakali Associations. In Kenya National Federation of Juakali Associations, I'm the gender chair. We have the National Government Affirmative Action Fund. This is for the government. National Industrial Training Authority, that is NITA. And we certify our members through NITA certificates. Our centers are accredited by NITA. We have Micro and Small Enterprise Authority, MSEA. And last month, we were in Sudan for exhibition. We were taken by MSEA. We have Equity Bank and MasterCard Foundation who have been supporting our women through financial literacy and also small loans. When Women Centers International, the ones that I told you that they started with us, they had left and they came back. Now again in December they left. The Giving Exchange, the current donor.
Wow.
Down. Yeah. BWC Scale-Up Plan. In 2025, we want to secure a larger trading facility in Nairobi to accommodate. Where we are, it's very small. So we want to a better place, a bigger place that can accommodate many people. This is our key, where we get our most of the money. The salary for survivors of and other.
Wow.
We have many youth.
You're breaking. I love the idea of garden. You're breaking, Dr. Teresia. Maybe you adjust your mic a little bit. I love this. And especially the idea of a garden. I love it. And please bring in my students. Go to the Ministry of Education. We have education model centers for education for sustainable development across the country, even where you are. Please bring them in so that they can learn. Let these skills also go to the children so that they don't just remain with the adults. I want to request that you also partner with the Ministry of Education. Maybe after this we can talk, because I know we have directors in the room in Kenya from the Ministry of Education who can engage you so that you can also mentor the children who are still in elementary and secondary schools as well. Yeah. Are you able to speak now? Can you continue? Dr. Teresia? Okay. Maybe she's still adjusting herself. I don't know what you can say. Friends, what can you say about what Dr. Teresia has just given us? Her network is shaky. That is why she was... Okay, Gertrude, you want to say something?
Yes. She's just a hero. I don't know. She's just all that she has done. I think even 100 persons cannot do. Yeah, it is a blessing. She is really a blessing to us all.
Wow, thank you so much. Someone else, Dr. Teresia, if you are on, let me know, please.
Hello.
Catherine? Yes, Catherine, go ahead.
Yes, my name is Catherine, and it is my first time to attend this meeting, and I'm so much impressed of the presentations that have been made today. I'm one of the person who has really been touched. I have an organization called Global Talanta, and this is the same idea that I'm having, though to the schools, to the young ones. But this one is going to be my mentor. I really wish that I get in touch to her so that we can also be empowered through her achievements. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, our sister Catherine. Yeah, please share our invitations to your friends. because we learn a lot. Yeah, we learn a lot. And we usually have YouTube recordings. You can always go back and see what we've done in the past.
Okay.
Okay, Dr. Teresia, you're back.
I am very sorry. I think it is network. I'm still buying more bottles, but no problem. I am very sorry for that.
It's okay. We appreciate.
Somewhere there is no network completely. Now, I think I was now in the BWC team. I'm the center director and the CEO. Baraka Women Center since 2015, when I brought back the organization. By then, before I was the center manager, but when I brought it back, now I had to become the director. I'm the gender chair for Kenya National Federation of Dual-Career Association. I'm a certified addiction counselor. I hold a doctorate in human letters, trainer of trainers in substance abuse recovery, and also the HIV and AIDS and SGBV awareness. A recipient of AWEP award in 2018 because of entrepreneurship, transforming many women to become, especially the marginalized and most disadvantaged, to become entrepreneurs. I'm a global woman leader, chairperson of Women and Girls Project in Kenya, Rwanda. In
We are proud of you, Dr. Teresia. You're just amazing. Yeah, we are talking about your team. Your team, you have the director.
Yes, this is Wanjiro Ngigi. She's the program director. I employed her in 2018 when we brought back the organization. And there's a time she was also my teacher, my entrepreneur teacher. And she's the one who does a lot in entrepreneurship. The growth that you see in the entrepreneurship in Baraka Women, I can say that she's the one who does a lot. She's a trainer in 5 steps model, a TOT in SGBV, mentor of business, personal development of youth and women, TOT in HIV and AIDS, and also reproductive health education, trainer of community legal facilitators, psychology counselor, and governor member, PC Kenyajui Technical School.
Wow.
The other?
We have Cyrus Njora.
Cyrus Njora is my husband. It is better I say that. Psychological. And he does a lot for the ones who are recovering from alcohol and substance abuse. He's the one who walks the journey with them. And also he manages our rehabilitation center. We call it Baraka Therapeutic Home. He's a mentor of persons existing from drug abuse and also the ones who are coming from prison. Mentor of boy child, mentor of business and personal development of young men, senior pastor in Maximum Miracle Center, counselor at Maximum Miracle Center, yes, and counselor rehabilitation center. We call it Baraka Therapeutic Home. We have our secretary. I was not able to put her here. She is Ruthi Kitute, and we have other staff that I was not able to put them here because even the board of directors, Baraka Women Center have 9 members of board of directors, and they are the ones who support us very much. We have, it's not written here, we have our chair board, Madam Jane Mwangi. We have the program development director, who is Rebatia. We have Priscilla Kimari. Priscilla Kimari has been here in these meetings many times. We have Grace Wangari. We have Batanjora. We have Engineer Karomba. And they really support the organization, even through advice. You know, you cannot work alone. You need a board to guide you and also to mentor you. You know, we do not know everything. Sometimes you need people who can support you, who can mentor you, and also advise you.
Awesome.
And thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for this opportunity to expand the awareness of our services to the women, girls, and youth.
Wow.
Can you use you put the other one just on the slides down to see without even me talking?
You want us to see the other what you had shared?
Yes. Just to see, without even talking much, just to see what this is, a lot of success that we have gotten, the people we have been meeting.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky because it's a Word document.
Yeah.
So let me try to move like this. So maybe you explain those. You can see what I'm projecting. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me start from there on the top. That is I and President Uhuru Kenyatta, President Ruto, early this year during International Women's Day in Embu. The products that we are giving him is from Baraka Women Center. We were requested to go and showcase our products. Down there, I was awarded a TOT. Go up. Sorry, can we go back? Go back to where we were with the president. Okay. Yes, I was earlier this year, I was awarded a certificate of TOT. That is the former Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua. I went to National Industrial Training Authority and I did exams. And I was doing this because of my people who I have been training, and I wanted to encourage them that it doesn't matter how old you are. You can do a lot. You can continue learning. You can do dressmaking. You can train everything. And I was awarded that certificate of TOT for vocational skills. Go down. This is, here I am with the yellow t-shirt with still the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua with our products in International Showground. We were hosted by the City Council of Nairobi, the County Government of Nairobi, sorry. Here down you see, I told you that nowadays we have matured, we are having our own tents. Go down. Yes, this is during Hasrafad. We were launching Hasrafad with the President Ruto. That is me with my husband, Pastor Njora, and we had another boy there, you cannot be able to see him, who has recovered from alcoholism. So I was requested to go and present our products. These are the baskets that has been made by our women, 20 women who are in Lodwar. They make these beautiful baskets. They send it to Nairobi, I sell for them. We still, earlier this year, we were awarded by US Embassy Self-Help Group in Kenya. And they have given us another funds. The time this lady came to celebrate, we had graduated the ladies you can see there at the bottom. We graduated 21 ladies. We were given some seed capital, 400,000 by US Embassy. Wow. Now this year again, they have given us 700,000. That is Honorable Shebesh with our women. I told you that our women were given seed capital, the table banking seed capital. I think these were 12 groups that were given the grants to go and do their business. That is the Kenya National Federation of Juakari Association. We have the chairman at the center, On the other side, the Secretary General, Karoba, and the CEO, I was given the certificate. I told you that I'm the gender chair of the Kenya National Federation of Judiciary Associations. Continue, go. Yeah, still the one. Yeah, this is word so bad. I said Baraka women were given, when this dummy check was given by Honorable Shebesh, our groups, 12 groups were given the money. One group was given 200,000, another one 300,000, and they went and started working together. And we, Baraka, were given 100,000 to buy materials to start making our baskets, and that is what we have been doing until today. This is in India. These are the women that I took when I was requested to get like 5 women to take them to India for exhibition. I took 5 women, we went, we sold, and then we came back with hair wigs. Yeah, I was awarded by AWEP in 2018 because of empowering many women and making them to become entrepreneurs. Down. That is Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta, the former president, in our booth exhibition. Looking on is my daughter Nelly. Down. So I want to say that all the presidents that has been there in Kenya, I have met them through the organization.
Wow.
Anywhere we go, we work with the administration. We work with the chiefs and the ACCs of that area. This is the former president, President Uhuru Kenyatta, buying our products in Nairobi show. And they buy when they come to the center. I'm also an activist. We were with the Honorable Pasalis, sometimes back talking about SGBV. I'm an activist of SGBV. I know that you can see me there.
Yeah.
Down. This is one of the best girls that we trained in Baraka Women for dressmaking. That is Honorable Jen Kagiri when we launched this group of Ushanga. Those women in Ushanga, we trained and she came and supported us. That is Honorable Jen Kagiri in Laikipia. This is the boss of USAID. He was admiring our bags, and they are the one who gave us the funds to make to buy another machine for embroidery. Her down is Madam Testimonials. She came to launch the organization in Laikipia. Laikipia, we launched the program last year in 2023, sorry. Yeah, we did it in 2023. That is the doctorate of human letters. Let's go. I don't want to take time. These are the current donors. Anytime they come to Kenya, they come to the shops and they buy a lot of products to go and sell in America to continue fundraising for us. I think now we are done. Abby?
Wow, if we were in a room, we could have just clapped and clapped and clapped. Maybe we can go to our electronic icons and share love, clapping, and everything for our sister, for the wonderful work that she has done and she's still doing. Please don't leave the room before you register. I don't know if Fanuel, you are in the room. Please share the registration form, because there is a lot of information out here that we really want to share with you. And today, being our year of closing, we have several guests that I want us to just listen to for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, because these are people who are going to help us move to the next level in education for sustainable development. Friends, we can do it. Anybody can do it. Yeah. Last week, I told you that the person, or rather the team that made me get to where I am is my trainers and facilitators from Israel. And we are honored today to have one of my best facilitators who made me change my mindset by making me jump on one leg. When I went to Israel to learn about education for sustainable development, Professor Eyal Block asked the question to us, I think we were 25. How many times can you jump on one leg for 20 seconds? And each one of us was giving guesses. Imagine I said 1, others said 0, others said, the one who said most was saying like 30, because they were imagining 30 seconds, 30 jumps can work. But guess what? When we went to do it practically, from 1, I made 96 jumps. And from that day, I discovered that limitation is in the mind. We are limited in the mind. It is our mind that tells us that we cannot achieve it, we cannot make it, we cannot do it. But the moment we start doing something small with the little that we have, sacrificing as much as we can do greater things. And so please allow me to bring my mentor, my professor, the person who made me to be what I am today, him together with another one called Judith Rosenthal. You are going to meet her another day. I want to welcome Professor Eyal to just say a word of wisdom to this gathering. Please don't leave, because we have many more who are coming.
Okay. Christine, it's always a pleasure to see the transformation you have done. And Christine is just one of 800 people I was able to train between 2009 and 2016. But she is one of the best that make one of the most impact. And I really see with Christine, James Otenio, and other, you can do it by yourself. You have so much power, but you don't believe in yourself. So start to believe in yourself. And of course, jointly, we can do much more. Today, I'm leading the top technology of peace. That means tapping our potential, transforming our problem with technology of peace. Technology of peace means it's good for the human, it's good for Mother Nature. It's a win-win situation. So it's a new mindset that we are bringing. And what we start in 2009, now we are reaching a new heights. And I really was happy to hear a lot about table banking, because now the next phase we are going to bring to Kenya is a digital independence financially. I think if you work properly and we take the people from the table banking, that is the traditional way, on the table, we can introduce a way to do it on a digital level, but with the mindset of top. That's my next phase. And I hope in 2025, I will introduce it to Christine, and together with her, we'll work it to move it all over. But that can really uplift you all over.
Thank you so much.
So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my mentor. And there is so much to talk about you and what you've done, and what you've done in Kenya, and what you've done in Top Global, Top Kenya. I believe one day we are going to have a session with you to just talk to this group, to let them know that it is possible. From the point where you are as a leader, it is possible to make a difference.
Yes.
I will give you.
It will be my pleasure waiting for your invitation.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, the next person that I'm going to call to talk to us is Dr. Olufemi Adegun, who is my director here in Canada. And because I don't want to take a lot of time introducing him, I want to request him if he can unmute himself, introduce himself, and tell us something about how we can scale what we are doing to another level.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Christine, for inviting me to this meeting this afternoon. And it's a pleasure meeting everybody. Compliments of the season, everyone, and Happy New Year in advance. So, actually, my name is Dr. Olufemi Adegun. I'm the president of Canadian Institute of Technology, Entrepreneurship and Management. I'm also a member of, registered member of United Nations Economic and Social Sustainable Development. And in Canada here in Ontario, I run 3 non-profit organizations. We have a Senior Empowerment Assistance Center, a Youth Empowerment Assistance Center, and also a Center for Community Engagement and Integrated Health Services. Actually, we've done a lot of jobs, a lot of work. So we started in 2017. And I've been so inspired by what Dr. Christine is doing, because it takes a visionary leadership to be doing what she's doing. And I would like to congratulate leadership and also this forum of education for sustainable development from what you guys are doing. You know, the future of sustainability, Africa has a role to play in the future of sustainability. You see, we are tired of begging. If you look at, Africa, in fact, of all the continents, when God was creating all the continents, you know, I always look at it from the spiritual aspect of it, that look, God gave special blessings and privileges to people of Africa. Talk of any natural resources, talk of any, the arable land, the green lands, and even the human capital. We have a lot. And my brothers and sisters, we can turn Africa around within 5 years. And I've been so impressed by what I've seen this afternoon from what the Baraka Women Center have been doing. And every one of you have been applauding to what they are doing. You see, we can turn around, Africa within the next 5 years. It all depends on visionary leadership. That is exactly what is lacking. And you see, if every African country can adopt United Nations Manifesto on Sustainable Development Goals Program, Africa will be turned around within 5 years. If they practice it and have a sense of belonging, put their effort into it, because you see, you have a lot of grants coming from abroad to Africa. Not only Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, Africa has about 54 countries. And you find out that the bulk of these grants are misused. The bulk of these grants, they go somewhere else. And our people, they keep on suffering. And you see, United Nations has fashioned out through the Sustainable Development Goals 17 programs what we need to do. And this is a universal program that can be adopted by every African country and practice it judiciously. Let us put our hearts into it. But I'm so encouraged by Dr. Teresia, because you see, the Bible says heavens help those who help themselves. I'm so happy what she's doing in Kenya. You see, she started small, empowering her community, and even the government now are now looking for her all over the whole place. When she was sharing her success story, I look at almost about 9 ministries and government agencies. She even invited the Deputy Prime Minister of Kenya to her events and all that. You see, start small. You can do it, just like Dr. Christine said. You can do it. It's all in the mindset. I have a vision here in Canada, and I'm going to be telling you more of this. In fact, I've just set up a company now. In fact, I brought 12 organizations together. And that's another thing I want to say. You see, let's collaborate. Let's stop competing against one another. Competition will not land us anything. If we collaborate, I'm happy that when Dr. Teresia was sharing one of her sources, that a woman got 200,000, another one got 300,000. They put their resources together and set up a company. So that is how to do it. We need collaboration. We don't have to start competing against ourselves. You see, if you are going to set up great institutions, everything should be about legacy for the younger generations. I came from Nigeria, and you found that even right now in Nigeria, we have almost about 60% graduate unemployment. A lot of graduates roaming about the street with paper certificates. And that is where this acquisition of skills comes in. If you're a graduate on this platform, go and acquire skills that will get you money. I was speaking at the forum yesterday, and I'm happy that Dr. Christine was there. Even here in Canada, we have graduate unemployment here. But through acquisition of skills, we are changing that paradigm. Acquisition of skills is very, very important. Even to a woman's hair, to braid it in Canada, is about $300. You think $300? I'm talking of Canadian dollars. $300 Canadian dollars to $500 to braid a woman's hair. Alone, just to braid. So acquisitions of, don't wait. You can set up a small scale industry. And I'm happy that we have people on this, we have professors, we have consultants on this platform that have been championing that cause for. That is what we need. And you see, the best of institutions in my own country, Nigeria, because of the, our forefathers, because of the visionary, they were set up on the platform of agriculture. On the platform of agriculture, we have the best arable land in the world. There's nothing that cannot be grown in Africa. In fact, my drive is this, that instead of people migrating from Africa to Europe, to North America, it should be the other way around. Let's see how we can empower ourselves so that they will come from Canada, they will come from US, they will come from Europe to come and see what we have in Africa. But charity begins at home. We need to empower ourselves. So I'm so happy with what Dr. Christine and our colleagues are doing in empowering our communities. We don't have to wait for the government. Start small. And I can assure you, we'll be ready to support you. Even as a member of United Nations, Economic and Sustainable Social Development, we'll be able to get grants to pull into African, because African country is my own focus now. We've set up African Trade Exports and Supermarket Canada. We are trying to create, in the next 5 years, the first African supermarket that will be like Walmart, that will be like, the chains of No Frills Oceans, some of the big supermarkets that we have in this part of the world. Because you see, here we keep on changing ourselves, creating solo mini units. But when we pull resources together, we create big things. And everything should be about legacy for the future generations. Because you see, if you don't plan for the future generations, they will not be able to compete in the world marketplace. So that is very, very important. Empowerment, collaboration among ourselves. We also need education. That's why I'm so happy with this education for sustainable development. It helps a lot. And even showcasing people from rural communities to this platform to showcase what they are doing to help their community. It will attract world grants to Kenya and any other parts of Africa. I can assure you that. So, my brothers and sisters, we can do it. My vision is this, that within the next 5 years, we will transform Africa such that instead of people migrate, in fact, Nigerian graduates, if they can do whatever, and the same thing in Africa, to want to migrate to North America, to want to migrate to Europe, it should be the other way around. It all depends on collective effort, collective shared efforts, shared responsibility, and each and every one of us will have a role to play. I always tell my professional colleagues here that, look, the people that are going to transform Africa are not the politicians. The politicians are deceiving you every day. And in fact, what I want to tell you is this. If you are listening to, because we have almost about 70 people on this platform, that if any politician comes to you to come and seek your vote, tell that politician, where is your sustainability manifesto? If you don't have a sustainability manifesto, we are not going to vote for you. Because it's very, very important, as I said in my opening, that if every African country adopt Sustainable Development Goals Program, those 17 by the United Nations, as a manifesto, and they put their hearts to it and all that, Africa can be transformed in the next 5 years. We have the money, we have the land, we have the resources, we have everything that God has blessed us with. But our problem is lack of visionary leadership. So, and this will transform into policies. policies, strategies, and if it's here in this part of the world, when we set up, when we do developmental plan, 25-year, 30-year developmental plan, irrespective of party that comes in, that developmental plan stays. It has to be implemented. But what do we have in Africa? A 2-year developmental plan goes away, immediately another party comes in. That should not be the case. That is not economic development. So we can transform Africa, my brothers and sisters, and that is the people that are going to transform Africa are people like us in diaspora, people like myself, Dr. Christine, and some of our colleagues here, collaborating with you guys at home. And that is why we've set up a TESCA, and I'm happy that Dr. Christie is also has put her heart into it. We are mobilizing a lot of people from here and globally, especially from Kenya and some African countries. We have also set up the Senior Empowerment Assistance Center and Youth Empowerment Assistance Center so that we can bring developmental projects to Africa. As I said, our focus is Africa because Africa has 54 countries. We should not be left behind. We should be at the forefront. And I can assure you, can transform Africa in the next 5 years if we all work together, collaborate together, and with God helping us. So, sorry, I'm taking your time, but I want to leave you with one thing. And don't say I'm being biblical because I'm also a pastor. You see, today being a Sunday, I want you to know that if you look at Genesis 1, when God was creating heaven and earth, God created a lot of things within 6 days and rested on the 7th day. If you look at Genesis 1, verse 26, it says, God created, he said, let us create man and woman in our own image. And he created man and woman, created every other thing, the sea, the fish, the animals, and all that. And in Genesis 1, verse 28, it says, be blessed, be fruitful, multiply, enlarge, subdue, and have dominion. So everything is about sustainability. Everything is about sustainability. Go and read it. For those of you who are Christians here, and for those who are Muslims or any other religion, please permit me. Everything God was doing in that Genesis 1 was all about sustainability. And if you cannot sustain the planet of today, you are not going to leave a legacy for the next generation. That is what sustainability is all about. Sustainability is about maintaining the planet, the ecosystem of today, so that the future generation can have a place to live in tomorrow. But if you are not able to maintain the planet of today, the future generations will not have any planet to live in. We should not be left behind, my brothers and sisters. We can do it. The same thing with climate change, the same thing with pollution, diseases, everything. Everything is centered on Sustainable Development Goals Program. So in terms of advocacy, I will employ all the leaders here. Let's keep on pushing the government. Every one of them should have it at the back of their mind, this 17th United Nations Sustainable Development Goals Program. We can transform Africa within the next 5 years. So thank you so much, Dr. Christine, for inviting me, and I'm so glad to have you as part of us, part of the team here, and also as a partner in what we are doing here. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, every one of you. God bless you all. Thank you.
Dr. Christine, are you there?
Hello, Dr. Christine.
And they have said so many things.
No, we did hear you. Perhaps you are muted.
Actually, I was just appreciating my director, Dr. Femi, and for accepting to collaborate with us, to collaborate with the GASE Global, to walk this journey with us. we are going to go far. As I was saying, I have shared the WhatsApp group link of the company that Dr. Femi was talking about. Please just click on that link and join. And if you don't want to join right now, please make sure you fill the registration form so that we can share information with you. God is opening ways. I mean, whatever we started, the way we started it with our innocence, God is opening ways. We can get funding from the United Nations, from any other funding organizations to be able to establish whatever we want to establish and make a difference in the lives of many people in our countries. Allow me finally to welcome another guest, Dr. Allen? Allen, are you there? And Madam Debra. Please tell us something small about permaculture. Dr. Allen from the United States of America, where are you? Please unmute yourself. Did she leave the room? Okay, Apostle Otondi, are you there? Madam Debra from permaculture, are you there? Yeah, probably they left. Unmute yourself. If you're there, please unmute yourself because we've not met, so I don't know you really. And you wanted to share with us something very interesting. Okay, if they're not there, I will give them a session next year. We will give them a session next year to talk to us about permaculture. Something very interesting in matters to do with sustainability that we can learn and implement in small scales and in large scales. And so because they are not here, allow me to get this meeting to almost come to an end by requesting Dr. Maina Gyoko to appreciate our presenter, our guest, Dr. Teresia, and also appreciate our guests from Israel and Canada, and invite anyone who has an insight, 1 or 2 people, and then finally invite the director of GASE to close the meeting for us with a word of prayer. Dr. Maina Gyoko, please. Dr. Maina Gyoko is one of the global facilitators working with the Global Alliance for Sustainability in Education. And he's wearing very many hats. He's also a leader at the Leaders of All Nations International. He is a multi-winning award person, leader, and many others. So he has been facilitating learning on this platform. Most of us know him. And so, Dr. Maina, it's not your day. Your day again. Your day will come another day. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Christine, and thank you very much, all the guests. I'd like to extend our gratitude to Dr. Teresia for sharing an evidence-based homegrown solution for empowerment of our community. Storytellings are very important, and when you share data, you share evidence, you influence a lot, and you can tell from the reactions of the people who were in the room, they were really keen to extend, and even from our guest of honor, Dr. Olemi, the way he shared that this is a potential springboard of taking us forward. So thank you very much for your detailed presentation, well-guided, with a lot of evidence of what happens. Thank you, Professor Eyal from Israel, for also your very nice sentiments. We'll look forward to the new project which will bring digital issues to address the table banking, which is one of the key players. It's an Ubuntu aspect in the African society where we build each other and we help each other. Thank you very much for your sentiments on how we can go forward. And Dr. Olemi, thank you very much for championing the African dream. And I like the reversal that people need to move the other way around because there's a potential of what we can do. And you even quoted the Bible and where all this comes. We thank you very much for those words of wisdom, and we pray and believe that they will be realized because they are clear that this is the way that we should go. I like the punchline that when a politician approaches you, ask them a sustainability plan. I think we should all embrace that and be sure that we don't want short-lived, short-term things. We want empowerment which are transformative and they are sustainable. Thank you very much for all your presentation. And I'd like to call the chair of GESE to share, but Dr. Christine, you said I can call two people to give a comment before we go. Maybe we can balance and have two people share comments before we call the boss of GSSE to share. Professor Momanyi, do you have something to say before we come to closure?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. Thank you so much for giving me the chance, though I was not expecting to talk. I'm Professor Momanyi. I'm a lecturer at the Catholic University of Eastern Africa, Nairobi. I'm so impressed about what has been done, and it has been very practical, equipping people with the skills to transform their lives. Now, it has really broadened my mind because I'm the university level training people to be administrators and all of that we have very poor people down there who needs to be touched. I'm so impressed, and it has opened my mind to another way of also equipping the people whom I'm training to see how they can improve the lives of others. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Prof, for those key words, and we hope they will continue transforming the people who interact with you. We have one hand which has gone up from somebody called himself Hi. Can you please speak up before the chair of GASE comes in? Hi. Somebody has called themselves Hi. Okay, they are not speaking.
I don't know if that's okay.
Yes,
good evening here in Kenya. I'm so excited about what Teresia is doing. She's been very inspirational, and I think somebody raised the issue of the garden. I'm an infant mental health practitioner, and that is an exciting aspect, not only for infants, but also for everybody who wants to get into the therapeutic space. So thank you very much, Teresia, for including for your future plans the garden. I'm sure there is more to the garden than just what I'm saying, and we'll be happy to hear from Teresia what plans she has for the garden. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Emera Bakini and Professor Momanyi, for your input, and also for the guests. Thank you very much, Dr. Olufemi, for your kind words, and Professor Eliat. Thank you very much. Now I welcome the chair of GASE to come in and give the closing remarks. Thank you very much, Dr. Christine.
Thank you so much, Prof. Maina, Dr. Christine, Dr. Olufemi, and every other person, Professor Momanyi, and every other person that has been with us to this hour. Indeed, it's been a very, very great time, not just today, but the whole year. Looking at when the year started up to this moment that we've reached, it's indeed taken the hand of the Lord. It's nothing to say that it's our own strength. And so we just want to thank God and everybody that has been part of this initiative this year. I believe this is our last session this year. And one thing that we have always been saying, and it has been emphasized over and over, and including our guest today, that the spirit of collaboration and partnerships is resounding evidently in this platform. And as good that it has come to at the end of the last session today, that we are having a lot of partnerships that we are trying to bring on board when we're starting next year. And this will be impactful to everyone here and the schools represented, because I know we have got so many teachers representing the model centers of ESD in different places. And the partnerships that we are bringing on board are not just for the Kenyan schools only, but for every other school that is represented here. We have friends from Uganda. I don't know if they're colleagues from Zimbabwe and Ghana and Nigeria. Yeah, so beginning next Sunday, and the preceding Sundays after the New Year, we'll have a lot of great discussions on this platform. And we'll also be rolling out a plan just to pick some good stories from the people that are not just those who have already shared their stories, because we know we have got people with amazing stories of how they have been doing their ESD model centers, and others how they are doing it. What we are doing is we want to create a community of schools that are very strong in training young people on matters of sustainable development, just in the spirit of our guest, Dr. Olufemi, that we can make Africa great, just like it is on paper. It can be the same way. It can be the same practically. And so that's what we want to do. We'll be creating a schedule of how we can do a school tour of 2025, just to see what the teachers have been doing, what the schools have been doing, what the learners have been doing, and every other initiative that is even in the communities. And so you will see a lot, and we also hope that you will be active participants in the same. The efforts that we have done, it's a great time that we amplify them globally so that the world can see this is what we are doing and this is the trajectory that we are taking. So in the interest of time, let me say a word of prayer. And before I do that, ensure that you have registered, like and share our Facebook page. We'll be unveiling our social media platforms in the new year, because we are having a revamped model of how we will show the globe that this is what we are doing as ESD, not just in Kenya, but in other places. Let's pray. Thank you, Lord. Thank you this evening. Thank you this hour. You have been good to us. You have been merciful to us. You have been gracious beyond measure. We cannot enlist everything that you have given to us. We say thank you. Thank you for the things we have seen. Thank you for the things we are yet to see. Thank you for what you have done to us that we have not even seen, that we even forget to say that this is what you've done to us. Lord, may you enlarge the efforts that we are putting into this concept of making the world a better place. For indeed, this is your calling, and this is your divine work to us, that we can indeed make this world a better place, not just for us, but for generations to come. We bless our guests today. We bless all the leaders in this platform. We bless every of the school, the learners, every of the teachers, and everybody that is putting their best effort forward to make this world a better place. We pray that, Father, your grace shall be evident in what we do. Your spirit shall rest upon every one of us, and that what we do shall find favor with you, and that it shall also find favor with men. Be with us as we go back to our different places, and may we see each other again next Sunday in the new year. We thank you and we honor you, for you are indeed a great God. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
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 Amen. Thank you. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you. And God bless.
Yes.
Thank you.
Have a good
Have a good
night.
night. Have a good